You've been told that manifesting your dream life is hard, that it takes complicated rituals, perfectly worded affirmations, vision boards, and constant effort. But what if I told you that quantum manifestation is actually stunningly simple? So simple, in fact, that almost nobody does it correctly. You're living inside a quantum field right now, a field that responds not to your effort, but to your alignment. A field that holds every possibility, success and failure, love and loneliness, health and sickness, all as potential outcomes. Yet most people try to wrestle their reality into shape. They force, they chase, they push harder, and in doing so they send the opposite signal of what they want. In the quantum world, forcing is friction. It creates noise. The field doesn't listen to your words, it listens to your state, your energy. And here's the strange part. The more desperately you want something, the more you signal that you don't have it. That desperation, that gripping energy, becomes the very block to receiving it. Let's break this down. Quantum manifestation isn't about getting what you want. It's about becoming the version of you that already has it. It's not about changing the outside world first. It's about embodying the inner signal that makes that world reflect you. It's not about controlling, it's about aligning. The quantum field holds everything as probability, and what determines which version collapses into your reality? The observer. That's you. But not just the surface level you, it's your focus, your attention, your emotion, your subconscious, your nervous system. And here's where most people get stuck. They affirm abundance, but feel anxious every time they check their bank account. They script about love, but carry old wounds of rejection. They visualize health, while their body is still locked in stress, inflammation, and fear. So the field mirrors that tension back, not to punish, but because it's precise. It reflects the dominant signal, not the words, the energy beneath them you've been taught to chase. But what if the real key is to stop chasing? To remember that the life you desire already exists in the field, and your job is not to chase it down, but to match it. This is where the shift begins. Instead of, what do I want? Ask, who must I become? Because manifestation happens not when you try harder, but when you become clearer. Here's the paradox. When you stop needing it so badly, the field finally delivers. Think about a time something just clicked. An opportunity fell in your lap. A person showed up out of nowhere. A breakthrough hit you when you weren't even trying. What was happening in those moments? You were open, receptive, aligned. That's the essence of quantum manifestation, but here's the problem. Most people are misaligned internally. They think one thing, feel another, and act in ways that contradict both. This creates static, scrambled signals, and the field doesn't know what to reflect. The key isn't more thinking, it's more coherence. So what does coherence mean? It means your thoughts, emotions, and actions are moving in the same direction. It's when your whole system hums with one unified signal. And when that happens, the field responds almost instantly. But you can't fake this. You can't say, I am wealthy 1,000 times if your body is still clenched in fear and your nervous system is flooded with scarcity. The quantum field doesn't care about the performance, it cares about the frequency. Let's go deeper. The observer effect in quantum physics shows that the act of observation collapses a wave of probability into a fixed event. But the observer isn't just your conscious mind, it's your subconscious, your beliefs, your nervous system, and even your emotional memory. That means your hidden programming can override your conscious intention. You might consciously want abundance, but if you carry a deep identity of lack, if you feel unworthy or unsafe with money, the field tunes into that. Your subconscious becomes the true observer, and it collapses the reality it believes is most true. That's why so many people stay stuck, because they're trying to manifest on the surface while their foundation is misaligned. And in the quantum game, the subconscious always wins. Scientists like Joe Dispenza and Bruce Lipton have shown that your heart has an electromagnetic field far stronger than your brain. When your heart and brain are in sync, you broadcast a powerful, coherent signal. But when they're out of sync, the signal is fragmented. That's why manifestation isn't a mental trick. It's a full-body practice. You don't just think abundance, you feel it, you breathe it, you embody it in small, consistent ways. You teach your body safety, you align your breath, your posture, your self-talk, and your emotional state. Let me give you something practical. Imagine you want to manifest love. You can write lists, make vision boards, recite affirmations. But if you carry fear of abandonment, if you're braced for rejection, if your heart is armored, then your signal is guarded. The field reads that, and what you get back are more almost loves, more longing, more uncertainty. Now flip it. What happens when you begin to open, even slightly? When you soften, breathe deeper, feel safer in your own presence? When you stop performing and start receiving? That's when the magic happens. This brings us to one of the most important shifts. Stop focusing on getting. Start focusing on being. Because you don't manifest what you want, you manifest what you are. Before we go on, I want to ask something simple. What's one word that captures the energy you want to embody this week? Is it trust, peace, boldness? Drop that word in the comments. Let it be your signal. And if this video is resonating, hit subscribe and join this space, this community of people choosing alignment over force. Now let's continue. If you want abundance, practice generosity, even if it's just with your attention. If you want health, listen to your body with love instead of criticism. If you want love, become someone who gives love freely, starting with yourself. You have to go first. The field follows your lead. But here's what makes this hard. We're conditioned to wait for the evidence before we feel the emotion. We want the money before we feel wealthy, the relationship before we feel worthy, the healing before we trust our body. That's backwards. In the quantum, you feel first. Then the timeline matches you. You lead with being. You lead with vibration. And then form follows. But there's one more thing we need to talk about. Emotional regulation. Most people assume manifestation is about feeling good all the time. It's not. It's about feeling real and knowing how to bring yourself back into alignment. You will wobble. You'll have doubts. You'll get triggered. That's not failure. That's part of being human. What matters is how you return. Take a breath. Notice when you're gripping. Loosen just 10%. That's enough. That's the doorway back into coherence. Ask yourself, what frequency am I tuned into right now? Not what you want to feel, but what you're actually broadcasting. Is it fear or trust, scarcity or wholeness, waiting or arrival? No shame, just awareness. And with awareness comes choice. And choice is the hinge that shifts timelines. The final piece is this: environment matters. You're an energetic being. You co-regulate with the world around you, so choose your inputs wisely. Surround yourself with voices, spaces, and people that reflect the timeline you're stepping into, not the one you're leaving, because coherence is contagious, and support amplifies signal. I want to leave you with this. Manifestation isn't a performance. It's a practice. It's not about doing more, it's about being more true, more aligned, more consistent in the vibration you carry. You are the field, you are the wave, you are the observer. And when you remember that, you stop waiting for life to deliver and start becoming the version of life you desire. So again, what's your word? The one you're choosing to live from today? Drop it below. Let it be real. And if something sparked in you during this video, if something clicked, subscribe and keep tuning into this space. You're not just a viewer here, you're a creator. You're already shaping reality. Now do it deliberately.